they pick up all that tapping your hands and stuff too, your ring. If you tap your ring, they'll hear that, or your fingers, any of that stuff. I know that's nervous. I do it too. Picks up every little thing. I know how that is, man. Jason, would you like to introduce the show, or would you like me to do it? Are we on? All right. Welcome home. Welcome to the APA U.S. Amateur Championship here at Strokers, Palm Harbor.
I believe it's welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Hey, nice to meet you, sir. I'm Jason Bowman.
Jason.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Nelson.
Nice handshake there. We're going to get this match underway.
So we are finally back after some technical difficulties, which we'll talk about as we go.
Yes,
it's quite interesting there in the second round, but you're jumping right back into coverage here. You've got Betty Lee, former U.S. amateur champion. She's from Atlanta, Georgia, against Kiengchay Phoutthavong.
Phoutthavong, that's exactly
Kiengchay
right.
Phoutthavong.
Kiengchay
Kiengchay Phoutthavong.
Kiengchay.
Whew, say that
Irving,
5 times
Texas.
fast.
Yeah.
Kiengchay Phoutthavong from Irving, Texas, with possibly the hardest name to pronounce here in the U.S. Amateur Championship. They're on our new streaming table because our old streaming table is out of commission currently.
Yeah. But we'll be back in action on that table soon enough. So
we are now in round 3 of this year's U.S. Amateur Championship from Strokers, Palm Harbor, Florida.
Yes.
The sun is shining.
Yes.
The temperatures are pleasant, and we are watching some outstanding pool here.
Affirmative. We're going to start off with 8-ball, which is the way that normally I would play the U.S. Amateur. I would always start out with 8-ball.
Of course, this is a combination of 8-ball and 9-ball. It's a race to 5, 3 games of 8-ball, up to 6 games of 9-ball possible here. The ladies still in their first rack. Been an exciting morning, Alvin. You doing all right, buddy?
Great. I'm doing great, man. I'm so happy to be here.
All right.
Thanks for having me back. I love APA. I wait for this event all year. Can't wait. So we're here. We're making it happen, and we're going to be here all week. This is an extended play. We got the whole team here, the whole APA team.
Somebody asking about Robin Parker. Robin played in the first round. I believe she's actually playing again this round. She's not on the streaming table this round, but you can follow her through the CompuSport app. You can follow her as well as all of the ladies in this year's U.S. Amateur Championship.
Kiengchay played a real nice shot on the solid, and now she's just got to make. Yeah, she's taking her time here. I'm not sure which ball she wants to play next. Yeah, because she's got to go forward. She was trying to come out. Yeah, that's a good little shot she played. As long as she doesn't get snookered behind the 8, she's good. Yep, a little stop shot. She'll roll this ball. The 7-ball will go into the top left-hand corner. She'll play in the 2-ball as well. What were you going to say, Jason?
I was going to say Kiengchay seems to favor 8-ball according to her. Well, Betty is more of a 9-ball player, so.
Sure.
We'll see how that plays into things. Again, they opted to start in the 8-ball set.
Yeah, she's got a little
tough miss there.
She was trying to do too much with the cue ball. Something happened. Yeah, way too low.
Making some sound adjustments here to the mothership back here at Strokers. Again, if you're just tuning in, you're watching coverage of the women's division of the U.S. Amateur Championship, now in round 3. Betty Lee at the table here.
There's actually an audio mixer inside the machine, too. Side of here, right? Didn't you mess with the? What was that? What happened there? I just faded back in. When you hit auto, I faded back in for some reason. Did you hear me come back in, Jason?
I absolutely did.
All of the audio is run through one port. All is one channel in this mixer. So if I turn these up, it turns both of you up.
Strange.
So you gotta fix it in the mixer. You might be. Let me go. And plus,
Yeah.
what you're hearing isn't necessarily what the Sukim is hearing. You're hearing through this thing.
Okay, well, we'll give it a go.
Betty back at the table here.
She's on stripes, so she's going to go ahead and play the green stripe up in the top right-hand corner of the 12 ball. I don't quite like how she got down on that, but we'll see. She's a good player, so she should be way up on the cue ball on this ball. There you go. Nice.
Well, Betty has qualified 8 times for the U.S.
Yeah,
Amateur
I've seen her
Championship.
here a bunch. Excuse my arm there.
Of course, when she won, it was with the name Betty Sessions.
Oh, okay.
Betty Lee doesn't sound familiar to those of you that follow the U.S. Amateur. She was once known as Betty Sessions.
She's dropping down. Nice. You can play it in the side. Boom. 8 ball, bottom right-hand pocket. Boom. Little pokey short stroke. That's how you got to play 8 ball. Very short backhand, backstroke. All follow through.
Betty wanted to make sure we said hello to her crew back in Atlanta. Plays out of Mr. Q's. Of course, we've spent some time at Mr. Q's.
Yeah, I've been to Mr. Q's for sure.
Hosted the U.S. Amateur Championship for a few years before we moved down here to Strokers.
Center ball, boom. Just watch the scratch. She's going to throw some inside on this. Yep.
Betty pockets the 8 ball, takes that first game.
Okay.
So for those of you that tuned in round 2 looking for streaming coverage, we were down momentarily. You want to tell them about it, buddy?
No.
Alvin's a little shook up still, but did have a little technical issue.
Well, the whole room got remodeled. So
Right.
in the course of the remodeling, someone came in and changed things on the TV table in the lighting. And
How they're hung, how the lights are hung.
yeah, they lifted the lights up and hung them with zip ties. And so I came in and added weight to that already dangerous situation, and it broke. And luckily, nobody was playing on the table.
Nobody was injured. Didn't
Thank
affect
God.
play at all. But a
Yeah.
light did come
The
down,
light
which
came
meant
down, and we had some broken glass.
so
and,
that's why we didn't bring you that second round of coverage.
Yep.
But match play has gone on.
Zip ties don't hold over, 20 pounds. I wouldn't put any more than 20 pounds on a
So
zip
that
tie.
concludes your daily safety tip from us here at Strokers Palm Harbor,
So I added
sponsored by the APA.
about 10 pounds of lighting and stuff to the light, and and it came down. I had no idea, man. It changed. But the rest of the, everybody was okay, and we'll be back up streaming with the main table.
I think you
tomorrow.
were shook up more than anything.
Of course.
Alvin
man,
was shaken up.
This is my
Everybody
show,
else
and
thought no big
it's
deal.
embarrassing.
But we are back. Round 3, Betty
Yeah.
Lee at the table, leading
For
1-0.
Oh, your leadership is good, Jason. You kept everybody calm. You kept me calm, and as much as possible. So that shows your strong leadership, buddy. That's why they got you here running the show.
I figure if nobody was decapitated, we're good, right?
Exactly.
Somebody was
man.
decapitated, we might have been
Might have
sneaking
been a
out the
problem.
back. Yeah.
There'd probably be multiple police officers here by now. So
Yeah.
we're okay.
It's all fun, and it goes down in the
Yeah.
USAM history books as a story to tell.
Lesson learned. Take your time. That's it.
That'll
I
bring
should have really looked at everything.
Kiengchay back to the table.
Okay, let's see what Kiengchay's got here. She's playing in a messy situation. That's what it is.
Kiengchay's been playing pool since she was 16 years old.
Okay. See she's got the 8 and 1 together. 2 balls almost next to the rail. It's not on the rail. It's just some maneuvering to do here.
Just a reminder to everyone shooting, please make sure to use both sides of the score sheet when keeping score.
Wow. Okay. Great shot.
It's got the Alvin seal of approval on that shot.
Yeah, man, that was very nicely. The speed on that was perfect. So I
Don't know much
think I
about
could've made that
Kiengchay. I was
ball.
looking to see her first time in U.S. Amateur Championship competition, so we'll keep an eye on her.
She's from Texas there. A lot of playing, a lot of pool playing in Texas.
Oh yeah, one of our biggest states for league play.
Is it?
Florida, Texas,
Florida's
Maryland,
#1.
Illinois. Florida's #1 by far. A
Wow.
lot of pool players here in Florida. A lot of pool
Good.
players.
She got the bonus. It's tough to say what they're going to do in the U.S. amateurs with 8-ball. It's tough to predict. She's going to just go in off this 11-ball. That's a nice shot. Oh, she missed it. Okay, so Betty's got a really nice looking. She could really run this out with some maneuvering, and she's going to just barely pop this ball in the top left-hand pocket. Looks like the 11 ball, and then she'll play the 12 in the bottom right-hand pocket, and then she'll float over. She's going to play the 13 ball after this ball. She's going to have to put a little draw on this ball. Just a touch, very little bit of draw. Or she may be going to shoot, yep, she drew too much. No, she's good. So the 9, then she'll play the, it's tough to see. Yep.
Look like the 9 ball there.
Yeah, the 9. Then I can't see the color on this ball. But she'll play this ball, and then she'll play the 15 in the side.
Folks say, thinking, how come you can't see the color? That's because we are
We're not
a good
lighted.
50 feet from the table. We're actually watching on monitors from the back of Stroker's Palm Harbor.
Yeah, we lost all our lighting too, so.
Again, you're watching Betty Lee at the table from Atlanta, Georgia. Her opponent currently seated is Kiengchay Phoutthavong.
Kiengchay, you know, both of these players are sharp players, I can tell.
Betty currently leading 1-0. I've had some folks just tuning in saying, what's the score? Who's playing? Of course, you can follow other players not currently being streamed on our CompuSport app. If you scroll right through our Facebook page where many of you are watching, you'll see posted that link a little bit earlier.
Yeah, she moved on that ball real bad. She was trying to do a lot with the cue ball there. That's what happens, man.
Kiengchay back to the table. Whose name we are fairly certain we're pronouncing at least reasonably well.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm sure it wouldn't be the first time Kiengchay's name has been mispronounced based on the spelling.
Right. That looks about right, Jason. I'm going to have to give you I'm guessing that you're right. See. Hear that? It went again. Is yours on?
Nope.
Yeah, yours is on. I hear you.
Really?
You don't hear me? I'm gone. Yeah, something's funny here. I know what it is. It's the camera. Okay. Well, that is just strange, man.
Kiengchay with the scratch there. Bring Betty back to the table.
Something's happening. It's working now. It's fading in and out. Maybe something on the mixer. I'll have to look. It's fading in and out like every 5 minutes. It'll fade out. Yeah, it must be on the mixer. I'll have to look at it. No, I'm on now.
There you're back, Alvin.
Yeah, I must have some kind of effect going on or something.
You're having a rough day,
Man,
brother.
this is brutal. These effects over here, maybe. Okay. Yeah, that should give us a little bit more audio. No, here's the table mic here. So, no, I must have an EQ on or something. I'll work with it. Don't worry about it. No? Okay.
Yeah, it just kind of cut out all of a sudden.
That's all right.
All right, we'll post the link one more time to the USAM. For those of you that missed it.
See, I just moved to Florida, so I got here about 3 hours too late to this show. And even, that doesn't sound like much, but 3 hours late to this show for setup, and this is the end result. Is just chaotic stuff happening.
Well, the good news is you got several more days of it, so
Yeah.
you can smooth it out, right?
And I got here 2 days before. That's how tough the show is. I got here 2 days before this event started, and I still, even just missing 3 hours, because this room fills with people at 10 o'clock in the morning. Strokers is full of people, and you better have most of your work done because everybody wants to play, and you're in everybody's way.
And of course, we're talking about Strokers, Palm Harbor,
Yes.
Florida,
Host.
site of the U.S. Amateur Championship this year.
This
one
is
of
a
the
happening
great
pool room.
pool rooms here in the Tampa Bay area.
It's one of my favorite pool rooms, man.
Of course, their owner Jose Del Rio, a very avid pool player himself.
And great guy too. I mean, just awesome people.
Yeah, you better say that after you damage that table. Just kidding, buddy.
It's okay. It's okay.
Just
I
gonna-
did. It's my fault. I'm good. Thank you. We have the awesome staff here too. Awesome. They got their staff tuned in. Everything's tuned in. That nice new carpet.
Betty Lee currently leading 2-0.
Yeah, this is a mess here. This is a mess. But a good player likes this kind of. A good player likes to deal with this. Like my good friend Corey Dool, I was talking to him. He may show up before he goes to the 14-1 thing to do some commentary. But he loves a situation like this where it's all clustered up because they can navigate. They like to navigate and break out balls. Playing a lot of straight pull, the 14-1, will train your 8-ball too. That's a good tip for you APA players just on your own. It's hard to play 8-ball on your own, but you can play 14-1, which is, so just look up the rules and you'll learn a lot of patterns about breaking balls out, getting balls off the rail, two-way shots, all kinds of stuff you can learn from straight pull. So
Some folks asking about when they can expect to see the men. The men, or more specifically the open division of the U.S. Amateur Championship, which is not strictly men, that begins on Friday. So we've got the first 2 days here are women's division. Friday through Sunday is the open division.
she should have got the rake there. Sorry to interrupt you. See, she got caught up on that ball. Anyway, go ahead, sorry.
Well, I already said everything. You didn't know that, but I said everything there was to say. No handicaps
good,
here
though.
in this event. Of course, some questions on that. This event is produced by the American Poolplayers Association, but it is one of the few events that we produce that is not handicapped. So they are racing to 5.
Race to 5. That's
They are
a
in
tough
their
one, yeah.
third game of 8-ball, and then they will
That's a
switch to
tough
a
one.
9-ball set. So it's a combination 8-ball and 9-ball.
Race to 5. I'll tell you what, in a race to 5, you gotta play every shot like you're. I mean, it's it. It's the last shot of the match. You gotta come out firing, and you gotta just be super aggressive and make it happen. Or the other guy or girl will get you. See how nice and close she cues up to the cue ball? That's really good. She's hitting them a little hard though. I think she's excited. Being on TV, it'll get in your head a little bit.
Sure. We see that quite a bit, not just at this event, but any of the events where we're streaming the
Sure.
semifinals or finals. Once you get down to that, it's kind of a little bit different. So some adjustments that you got to make.
The pro players don't care. It doesn't bother them at all. They don't even see you. I thought I sharked Darren Appleton one time because I had my camera and I stood up in front of his shot. And he missed a ball and he just threw, made his cue at me. But he said, "Oh, I didn't even see you, man." So I was like, "Oh man, he doesn't like me now. Wow." So yeah, it's the pro players. They don't care about the camera, but the amateurs, it gets to them a little bit. Even the AA players, the camera gets to them a little bit. But the AAA rated players, they care less. Their camera's there. Okay, so she's going to have to play this ball in the top left-hand pocket and hope that she can get out to get another shot. I don't think there is any other shot. Let's see. Yep, she just played like a safety. This is, if you could call anything on an 8-ball game a safety, that's about as good as she could do. Betty's going to play the 2-ball, knock into the, she's going to knock into the 4, then knock into that stripe, hopefully knock that stripe down. It's okay, it's all good. Okay, thanks. Yeah, hopefully that's a thing of the past there. We'll know if I change the camera and it goes out. It might be on your camera though. I think when I was going to your camera, is there a audio? We'll talk later. We'll figure this out. We'll get through this match. All right, wonderful. I'm a little rusty, man. It's been a while. I've been treasure hunting and doing all kind of stuff since I haven't been streaming. I've been slacking, man, so just getting back into it here for the best event of the year, too. APA's crown event. Those trophies are looking good out there, too. I wish we had a camera on those. You go to the poolplayers.com, USAmateurChampionship.com, correct?
Yeah, you're talking about the championship trophy?
Mm-hmm.
The marble and
Yes.
bronze trophy of big 50-pounders.
Mm-hmm. You know Betty wants another one of those. They just take home a smaller one though, correct? And their name
No, the
gets
big one,
etched
the
on
big one they take.
They take
They
the big
take
one
a big one, and then there's a little bit bigger one that has a base with all the
names.
past champions on it.
Cool. Cool.
Kind of like
cool.
our version of the Stanley Cup, if you
Sure,
will. So
Sure.
that one sits in a display case in our office.
Nice.
Sits in the Larry Hubbard Memorial Trophy back home.
Nice.
Of course, Larry, one of our founders,
Sure.
passed away in August 2013, so we try to keep his memory alive. So the winner of that open division will actually take home the Larry Hubbard Memorial Trophy.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, what an idea. What an idea those two guys had, Terry and...
Worked out all right, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Those guys will tell you a funny story, too, about how that all came together, but it's my understanding that back in, like, the late 70s, there were some investors who were going to throw some big money in the professional pool, and they brought in all the great players at the time, and, of course, Larry and Terry were both road players, pretty good road players during that time, and all these guys came together, and they said, how do we take this investment money that these guys are throwing in and make pool grander? You know, how do we make things better pro events? And Terry got up, Terry Bell, one of our founders, and he said, you know, I think until there's fans, it won't ever be successful at the pro level, right?
Sure.
So we need to focus on amateurs. And he said everybody in the room looked at him like he was just like, what?
Yeah.
Except Larry Hubbard,
Nice.
the guy that would become his partner. And so
Good,
those
good.
two.
So he was the investor.
40,
Helped
no, neither
invest.
one of them were investors, but they both said, you know, the
Yeah,
focus
we can
has
do
to be
this.
on the amateur before the professional
course.
game can thrive. And
Sure.
just the two of them within that room of all great players of that era,
Well, them
the
other
only
guys-
two that really wanted to focus on amateurs. And
Yeah, them other guys
that's what
missed
they
out.
did, and it seemed to work out all right for them.
Sure did. We're sitting here today. This is, how many U.S. Amateur Championships is this?
I believe this is the
20-something?
19th or 20th, yeah.
We'll have
I want to
find
say
out that
next year.
fact
I want to
till
say
we-
next year is the 20th
Okay.
anniversary.
All right.
Might be the 25th
Great
anniversary.
shot. Oh, did she get nice? That's a great shot. We'll see. Now she's going to just come around to play the 2 in the right-hand side pocket and the 4. And she might play the 4 in the bottom right. Yeah, see her lining up the 4 in the bottom right. Not sure if that 15 ball's in the way. It looks like it is. She may have to play. What's that?
Right?
Yeah, 2-0. Let's
Third
get
game.
our other camera. I can just look at it here.
We don't have your
Yeah, 2-0.
scorecards. Oh, they got them back there.
Yeah, we'll change cameras. I'm afraid of losing my audio. I don't want to. Okay, good. She got the rake. Smart move. Get the rake. Always use the rake, players. Don't stretch, because you see what happened to Kiengchay when she didn't use the rake. She got a bad roll. Nope, she didn't make it far enough. See, she wanted to come out behind here and play the 2 in the either top right hand or in the side. So now she's stuck. She's going to go rail first and try to hope get lucky and put this 2 ball on the side maybe and get tucked behind. See, she's lining up her bank there. Kick shot, excuse me.
If you're just joining us, you're watching live coverage of the women's division of this year's U.S. Amateur Championship
She's
being
gonna
held
kick it
at
up table.
Strokers, Palm Harbor, Florida.
Last table is signed up for 2:30 matches. Serafina Kampanen and Kate Autry, table 2.
Well, she left Kiengchay a very makeable cut shot. I would not go for that 15 ball yet. Yeah, you got to play up table, then play down table. You don't want to go up table, then down table, then up table. So she can cut this ball.
Kiengchay still looking for her first win in this match, currently trailing 2-0 to Betty Lee. Kiengchay at the table here in pink.
If
She really stands out in this room in that pink,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
There's a lot of black in the room. It's a dark room, a
Yep.
lot of black.
Well.
Kiengchay kind of popping in that pink.
Well, all these girls look really good, very professional, and you know, you guys put on a fantastic event.
Score is currently 2-0 in favor of Betty Lee.
Okay, I figured she was probably gonna just kick that ball up table and try to make a mess. Okay, so this will be a pretty cool looking shot. She's going to play the 2 on the side and then come down and knock into the 7 ball, kick that, hopefully kick the 15 to the bottom rail so it's frozen to the rail. It won't ever freeze, but she'll get it as close to the bottom rail as she can and hopefully come up with some kind of shot on the 7. It's in one of the pockets. What's nice about it is the 8's in the way, but it's not. Okay, so she's going to play it in the side. I didn't realize she could play it from here, but yeah, great shot. See if she can get a closing shot out of this. Yeah, she's like, oh man, what am I going to do here? If that 8 ball goes, let's have a look. I can't tell if the 8 ball will go or not, so we'll see what she does. I know she's playing the solid in the side.
And you see Mark Lancaster, the referee,
There
is
he
going to
is.
come over and watch this hit. And he's going to block our view. But look at
It's
you,
all right.
Alvin.
Yeah, we have
Alvin's
a
ready.
Second, yep, we're going to get this thing together.
This is again Betty Lee at the table. Currently up 2-0 in this race to 5. This is the 3rd and final 8-ball game they will play.
Dang,
Betty can't
Tough-
quite get
tough
that
shot.
to go
Tough
on the
shot.
side.
it's tough, man. The shot at that angle, the hole is as big as the ball, and it floats off. I mean, it floats off. You got to hit it at a little bit higher speed. I think it would have made it.
Kiengchay here again looking to
Playing another 8-ball safety.
get her first victory in this match.
See how she did that? She rolled that ball up to the rail. It's a great shot. That makes it so much harder when the ball's on the rail like that. You can only play the top crown of the ball. You really don't want to play English anyway. And if you're F and Reyes, you can use a lot of English. But I like center ball, man. Center ball. I used to play around with all that English. And there's a center ball English you can use. I think it's more dependable. Yeah, this is tough. Okay, so Kiengchay's got a very makeable run out here. Or 3 balls to run. She'll just hit this very lightly, come off the bottom rail, play this stripe in the top right-hand pocket, and the 8 ball will go in the bottom left-hand pocket. Would be my guess, but there's a number of ways she can play this. She can play it with some speed and come around. I don't know about that shot. She got lucky there. She got a lucky roll. She can definitely slice this ball in there, but I just worry about the scratch after that. She's going to have to hit it with some speed, so the ball's going to be rolling around the table. She can try to play to stop the ball with the solid. She could try to run into the solid. She's really got to hit it hard. Okay,
She
good.
gets it to
didn't have
go.
She didn't have to do too much. So that's good. The felt's brand new. So all the tables are completely brand new, even the TV table.
Kiengchay pockets the 8-ball on the board, now trailing
Yes.
just 2-1. So the ladies will get rid of a couple of balls, switch over to the 9-ball set.
All right, let's
Again,
get
Betty
her,
Lee now leading 2-1.
see if I can figure out how to get her scorecard. You guys got the best machine, man. I tell you. All right. Bete at 2. These girls are all so nice to me too, man. It's just great. It's really nice to be here.
One of our favorite events of the year. Obviously,
yeah.
the location plays into that a little bit, both the pool room as well as
Definitely.
the city of Tampa and just this area in general.
Definitely.
It always seems to be great weather, knock on wood, when we come down here and the sun is shining. And great pool all day long. Great
got it, man.
sportsmanship. One of my favorite parts of the amateur championships is, these players are on a different level, both in terms of skill and also kind of sportsmanship, right? They really kind of take it to another level.
Absolutely. This is an awesome event. And the food's like one of the best pool rooms food in the country, really. I've ever
Freddy
been
shrimp?
to.
Is that what you're talking
All
about?
the food. Yeah, the Freddy shrimp's awesome.
I need to ask Jose what they go through in shrimp over the course of the 5 days we're here.
I bet. Yep. Yeah, this is top 5 pool rooms food.
Really?
Oh yeah.
We
This
might have
place
to
is great.
go through your top 5.
Yeah, I could.
Let's
I could.
save it. Let's space it
Yeah,
out. Keep the audience on a hook.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, I can. I know some great ones.
All right. So you gave us number. We got one. Give me
Yeah.
one other, and then we'll.
My favorite pool room with the best
Well,
food.
wait a minute. You don't
No,
go
with
right
the
to number
best food.
1. Don't go
No,
right
no,
to number
okay,
1.
okay. All right.
Give me another of the top 5.
Snookers in Rhode Island.
Snookers in Rhode Island. Okay.
They
Mike
have a
place that Mike Shane plays out of, right? Snookers. Yeah.
Yes, they have a real chef, and
Okay.
it is extremely good food.
Snookers, Rhode Island, and
Yeah.
Strokers, Palm Harbor, Florida, both on Alvin's top 5
Yeah.
pool rooms to grab a bite to
Strokers
eat.
really-
All right,
yeah,
we'll keep
that's
that
it.
going.
Yeah.
We'll come
We'll
back a
work
little
with
bit
that.
later to
Yeah,
do
we'll
some of your
work with
others.
that later.
Back of the table, you have
Yeah, let's
Kiengchay.
see. Let's get back focused. But yeah, I get distracted with the steaks and stuff they have here. Yum. All right. Oh, she rolled a little too far. She's gonna have to play a safety here. So she's just gonna kick this ball up the table and hopefully not scratch. You know what she's gonna have to do? She's gonna have to kick her cue ball up table and float that 3 ball backwards. And there's plenty of blockers for her. There she goes. And that's not quite what she wanted, but it'll be okay. She created a lot of distance, and there's no clear pocket for the 3 ball. Betty's going to play a counter safety. She'll kick the ball up the table herself. Drop the cue ball behind the 9. Oh, Kiengchay may jump this ball if she has any. Are you allowed to jump? I forgot.
Jump cues allowed here at the
Jumps.
U.S. Amateur
Oh, yeah, she's digging
Championship.
it out.
Push shots and jump cues both allowed here. So she's going to grab that jump cue. For the first time today, we've seen one on the live stream.
It's a really makeable jump shot if she has any kind of jumping skill. Well, it is a little high. It is a little high. I'll take that back. If you can see the shadow, how it's above the center of the pocket, so that's going to make it almost a backwards cut. So I think she's going to probably, if she gets anywhere near it, I think she's probably going to hit it into the top point and bounce it out next to the 5 ball. Would just be my guess. We'll see. I don't like jumping balls, but sometimes you have to. I don't know about jumping this ball. Yeah, she's going to go ahead and kick it. That's a smart move because it's like she figured it out. It's pointless. It's just going to hit the top point. Yeah, that's no good there. Okay, well, here's a very runnable rack.
Betty
Gotta
Lee back at the
see-
table. Betty, of course,
She's gonna-
leading 2-1.
She should have no problem with this rack. They should be warmed up by now. She's cueing a little far away from her cue, but cue ball, but looks like she's going to do okay here. She'll just put a little like bottom roll on this and it'll just slide up the table. There you go. Stop shot. Oh, she can't really stop. It's at an angle. Well, maybe she cuts this ball on the side, goes up to the top of the table, and back down for the 6. I don't like cutting this ball on the side. It's above the pocket, but she should be okay.
Betty, one of several former U.S. amateur champions that you'll see this over the next several days. First you've got Betty, and you've
lucky.
got Robin Parker, the defending champion, back
Mhm.
this year. I know the men's division has a number of former
Mhm.
champions. Henry, Brian Parks, I think Ernesto Bayawa.
Yeah, well, you can't go wrong with a room full of girls, man,
Bruce
playing
Joyce.
pool. They're all having fun. Wow, she got lucky there. Man, did you see how nice of a roll she got on that 6 ball? That's why I don't like putting that ball on the side, because it rolls behind that 6 like that. But she rolled in the exact right spot. She's got a tough shot here. She may want to just go ahead and bank this ball. She's going to bank it. I don't like her not preparing for it, though. But oh, she's going for the 9 ball. Yep. Oh, okay, good. She was kind of a two-way shot. She's just got to back cut this 8. She was trying for both of those balls in a way. But the 9 bounced to the center of the rail. See, that's not good. Yep, she'll turn this ball over with bottom English. It'll flip over. Boom, right there. She missed it, though. It's the flip over spot. She hit it with roll, and then it flipped over. And she it didn't catch at the right spot she wanted it to, I think is what happened there. Yeah, you got to power that ball. You don't. It's too far across table to be putting any bottom spin on that ball there. 4 feet away from the object ball. I mean, she's looking at the shot better than I. She's obviously a champion player.
Right.
But I just, in general, the distance between the cue ball and the object ball determines whether you use bottom spin. So, Kiengchay's
Trying to size up the angle here.
Yeah, this isn't not an easy shot, because you can't. Once you're down on the ball, you can't see the angle of the 8 ball. You can't see the pocket, into the pocket. That's why back cuts are so hard.
Nice
Maybe a
shot
good
there
one.
by Kiengchay. Very nicely done. He's going to have an opportunity to tie things up here at 2.
Boom. Keep this thing exciting.
2-2. There we go.
Dang, they want it. They want it.
Very impressed thus far with Kiengchay. Not a player that I've seen play
No,
before.
I've never
Obviously,
seen
we
her.
mentioned her first time at this event. So,
Never seen her before.
so far, so good for her. Going toe-to-toe with a former champion. They are now deadlocked at 2. This will be their second game in the 9-ball set. Again, this is a race to 5. Combination 8-ball and 9-ball.
And we're live.
Live at Strokers
That's
in
right.
Palm Harbor, Florida. Just across the Tampa Bay from downtown Tampa.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a great week
Beautiful
here.
weather. Oh, man, it's so nice out. We got the best hotel, top floor, looking out over the bay.
You got a nice room,
Oh,
huh?
I got the
Look at you.
top floor corner room, man. Yep. You guys always put me up in the top floor. I love it.
Of course, the host hotel for this event, the
Oh, yeah.
DoubleTree there at Rocky Point. Really
Wow.
great facility.
Thank you, APA. APA puts everybody in their own hotel room in this amazing hotel. and
Right there on the bay, overlooking the water.
and everybody has so much fun.
You know, some
afterwards.
of the players I was talking to last year actually, they bring their fishing poles. They go out
Oh
there
yeah,
and
I
do
was
some
out there.
fishing. So
I was out there with him when
yeah,
Daniel
good
Campbell out
idea.
there. He jumped in the water and grabbed a shark,
Really?
a little shark, yeah. And I think he caught it, and then he brought it up on the thing, and then he grabbed it. He got all cut up, and it was funny. He'll have to tell you that story.
Once again, this is a race to 5.
Yeah, race to 5, folks. We're
Race to 5 for the ladies.
2-2.
And I believe we go to a race to 9 in the final round. So,
Right.
race to 5, 3 games of 8 ball, which have been played, 6 games, potentially 6 games of 9 ball.
Nice shot. All right, let's see. Okay, so she's got to do a lot with this 2 ball here. She has to do a lot with this 2 ball. She can make this ball with forward English. Do not you see she's hitting the bottom of the ball. I look for her to miss it. She's a great player though. She has something else in mind than I was thinking. You got to take the harder shot on the 3 and go. Great shot, Betty. Wow. Shut my mouth. I mean, I know she'd run me over every time, so
She's a great
I'll
player.
just stop talking about that. No, that was a great shot. Now she's totally set up for the 4 ball. Yep, she just got a stop shot. This is tricky. Here's this bottom spin again. She took too long on it. Yep, took too long. When you're thinking down on the ball like that, you stroke 3 to 4 times. 1, 2, 3, hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, hit. Even 4 times is too much. And because then the mind comes in and starts moving your cue around. Oh, should I do this or that? Get back up and reset your feet.
Yeah.
Don't just stand up, not talking to you particularly, but from watching the pros for so long, doing this stuff, you have to reset your feet completely, reset your whole stance, and then get back down. 1, 2, 3, hit of the stroke, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, you're not going to make the ball, or you're going to miss shape down the road. Sometimes those little mistakes, they amplify 3 balls down the track. It's kind of a abstract thing, but if you think about it, you'll see the little mistakes can not always affect you right away. As in life, as in anything, chess, everything. Those little, you gotta be perfect all the time. Period. Especially at the U.S. Amateur Championships.
Can't make a lot of mistakes.
No.
Certainly not against somebody like Betty Lee, who,
No.
again, coming in, if I have to pick somebody that's going to finish in the top
Wow.
3, she's always on that list.
Yeah.
That's how good.
Tough draw. Find out you're playing her.
She does not make many mistakes. Very deliberate shooter.
She's such a nice girl too, or lady, excuse me. Just was so
Always
nice.
smiling.
Always real polite. I hear something that I don't like hearing. I think that's my voice. I like hearing your voice, Jason. You got a good commentator voice, man.
Really?
Yeah, and you're doing good too.
Well, I appreciate
you're
that.
really learning. I listened to you out at Vegas. Did you? You probably weren't watching when I said hi to you guys. But I tapped in there. What's
Well, that's
up?
good. My wife
Public
tells me
subs.
I talk too much. So.
No, you.
Oh, I do remember because you said public subs.
Yeah, and you noticed
I'm
that.
still working on us getting sponsored by Publix for their
Oh, yeah.
subs. If you've
Oh,
never
yeah.
had a Publix sub, folks,
I know.
I'm gonna get at least one while I'm here.
Oh yeah, I'm getting you a public sub, dude, for sure. All right, now she's just got to draw back and just get just perfectly like she's gonna do.
Nice.
Wow, great shot. I couldn't do that. No, I couldn't do that 4 or 5 times in a row. No.
Eric, I'm joined here by Alvin Nelson. Of course, Alvin, boy, how many years have we been working together for this event, Alvin? How
Man,
many
I've-
years have you been streaming it?
At
Long
least
before we
6.
started streaming our Vegas stuff, so.
At least 6 years. Oh yeah, this is. Yep, I'm from the billiard channel, Inside Pool TV, all that fun stuff. If you got a Roku though, you can watch the billiard channel or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel on Inside Pool Mag on YouTube. And you guys have a YouTube channel too?
Of course, youtube.com/APA Leagues.
Yep.
You can subscribe to that page to get content, whether it's the U.S. Amateur Championship, one of our Vegas events. Of course, Betty Lee.
No, here she goes. 3-2. She's taking a little too long there. Which her games, everybody's game's different, and I'm not criticizing her game particularly. I just sometimes I notice the players miss when they take too long.
Sure.
That's all. I'm real sensitive to that stuff. So, but yeah, I'm actually planning a big event for Kuwait right now.
Really?
A huge event with some guys over there. Yeah, the guy that runs the Kuwait 10 ball, the Open, the big Kuwait Open, I'm working with him on a big event.
You gonna do some treasure hunting over there?
I don't think I can do
Alvin
treasure
is
hunting over there.
a
Yeah, I'm a professional treasure hunter now. Diving shipwrecks, searching for gold, living in Florida. You're coming down too, man. When
you know what?
moving?
It's almost worth it to see you. I just kind of want to see you
I
do some
brought my
treasure hunting.
detector.
When you told me that, I thought you were kidding, obviously.
No, 50% of anything I find this trip goes to Jason.
All right, you heard it,
That's
folks.
it. I'm going out with my friends to Clearwater Beach, and you know how many rings? Oh yeah.
I
Diamond rings.
want you to find like some old
The pirate
Spanish
trick.
coins
That's
or something.
on the east side, back home where I live now. I'm 10 minutes from Wabasso Beach, the #1 treasure hunting spot in the world for the Spanish fleet that wrecked down there. So yeah, I'm gonna get APAs, get you some gold, Jason, a couple doubloons or some pieces of 8.
I like that.
Get you some pieces of 8, brother.
Something nice I can take home to my wife, who's home with my 2 kids. Well,
Yep.
okay. I'm
Yep.
sure she's tuning in.
All right. Well, great that Mrs. Bowman's home and helping you out, and you're working hard over here, doing a great job, Mrs. Bowman. Mr. Bowman's doing a great job. You'd be very proud of him if you were here.
All right, we are here at Strokers, Palm Harbor,
yeah.
Florida, for those of you that are asking. Strokers, one of the top pool rooms here in the Tampa
You
area,
better come
really on
here.
the Gulf Coast of Florida.
Best
In
pool room in
general.
Florida, I think.
We
One
are
of
in
the best.
day 1 of the 5-day competition at the U.S. Amateur.
It's tough. Capone's is one of my top rooms too, so it's between Strokers and Capone's for me, for Florida.
Capone's just up the
Mhm.
coast a bit, right?
Yep,
Not
yep.
too far from here.
Yep. Different vibe, classy pool room, excellent food too. That's another one of my top 5 food rooms. Their
You just gave it
cheesesteak.
away. You just
I
gave
know,
away another of
their
your top
cheesesteak. I was thinking
top
about
5 food eateries and pool
it.
rooms.
I know. I was thinking
Capone's, okay.
thinking about the cheese.
So we got Capone's, Snookers,
And
and
Strokers.
Strokers
Yeah,
all
that's
on
all I'm gonna
Alvin's
give you
list
now.
of top 5
That's all I'm gonna give you
pool
now.
rooms to dine in.
There's
okay.
2 more that everybody else.
2
knows.
more, but you're gonna have to stay
I'm waiting.
tuned to get the.
Yeah, we'll do that another time. Man, she had missed that ball. Ouch. Oh, I feel her pain on that one. Man. Oh, man.
Gonna bring Kiengchay back to the table again.
Okay,
Kiengchay
I
is
don't
from
like this.
Irving, Texas. Been playing pool since she was 16 years old.
She's lucky that this 9 ball is close to the pocket here. Normally, I would not advise playing the 1, and I would not advise doing a combo when these 2 balls are that far apart. But if the 9 ball was just a little bit farther away from that pocket, I would say do not shoot this ball. She should just run this rack. She made it though. That's great shot. It's always risky because when they can go off so quick. But she played it at the right speed, that little pop.
And we're
speed.
now knotted again
Okay.
at 3-3, right?
All right, yeah, they won it. They both won it. They both won it.
Kiengchay will have the break here. Race to 5.
Oh yeah.
Where Strokers is in Palm Harbor, Florida, which
Palm
is
Harbor.
Tampa Bay area, if you
The
will.
Nature Coast.
Beautiful area of the country.
Great break. She put the cue on the spot, which, her 1 ball got away from her a little bit.
This is Kiengchay at the table in pink. Seated is Betty Lee.
Let's see, she could push. Not sure where she would push to here. She's just going to try to put the cue ball behind the 6 and put the 1 ball. Yeah.
Plays safe there.
And what's nice is she got the 1 ball far enough away from the rail where it's got to really take a skill shot to even touch it, and then you don't know what's going to happen. It's going to hit the right or the left side of the ball. Which way is it going to go from there? We'll see.
Again, we are tied here, 3 games to 3 in a race to 5. The ladies have already played 3 games of 8-ball. They are now in their 4th game
I think so.
of 9-ball, where they play up to 6 games. Push shots are allowed, as are jump shots in this particular event.
The playing qualities, really, these girls are really playing. They've really been practicing. I've been watching a lot of them in the room that I've seen the past couple years, and they're all playing better.
Of course, we'll be bringing you streaming for the next several days. I know we've got
Oh, yeah.
several rounds still today and into tomorrow, and I believe the ladies' finals set to kick off around 4-ish. They're going to do continuous play after the semifinals, which I believe are scheduled for 3, so make sure you tune in. You can watch live on the APA Facebook page, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll send you a notification.
See how nice and close she cues up. Great. She cues a few more times than I like, but she's good. Basically, after all these years, I've discovered that billiards is like an engine. An engine doesn't move all out of, it's within thousandths of an inch. The pistons run within the cylinders, the cam, nothing is all loose. It's all tight and robotic and perfect. Well, the greatest pool players in the world are perfect every time. Exact same setup. They know when to stand up. They know when to, they know all these little things.
Right.
Just keep watching these videos on APA's YouTube channel and the billiard channel and stuff, and you'll get better and better. And you can be here. There's qualifying events.
We actually just opened, so traditionally, Alvin, it's been that the qualifying window for this event didn't open until sometime in like April. I think it's April 1st through June 15th, but this year the entry window is actually open now with the beginning of play today. You can sign up for the preliminary rounds next year to qualify for this event. Of course, 32 players advance to the championship round, but you can sign up to play in a preliminary round, try to qualify for the championship rounds here, Tampa.
She played a great shot there. Yeah, you better get to the U.S. Amateur Championship. I command you.
Come down here in November, make a little vacation out of it.
Come and see it, even if you can't play in it. Come and just hang out. It's fun.
It is a very entertaining event to watch.
You can always get an Airbnb room if you don't want to stay in the hotel.
Well, come on, why wouldn't you want to stay in the?
I mean,
you gotta stay
if
at the
they're
DoubleTree.
Well, if you can, But if you just want to travel down and be thrifty, just get an Airbnb room, come down and hang out, or stay in the DoubleTree with us
Just
and party.
crash at your room, right?
Yeah, I've hosted a lot of pool players and pool fans, and I've also been host a lot of places.
Betty Lee at the table here.
It's a good little shot there. Put some distance. Oh, she hit that ball. She didn't want to hit that ball. Now she gave her a shot. There's a scratch possibility here, but I think she'll be okay.
Strokers here has had some nice renovations done. If you haven't been in Strokers in a while, some new flooring and
yep, they got the whole front.
changing it up. Yeah, the whole outside, the whole exterior's been redone of the entire complex. Very nice.
Now you really should look at this angle better, but everybody plays different.
Again, if you're just tuning in, this is live coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship, the women's division, which began this morning at 11:30. Betty Lee at the table here. A race to 5.
Good shot. That was a very skilled shot she just played there. Still, this 7 ball's in the kind of going to be funny. 7 ball's the problem. She's got to land.
So, Alvin, you got some special guests lined up this week, or what? I know you like to
I'm trying to get
bring
Corey
in some
Deuel
of the
here.
players to do a little commentary.
I'm trying to get Corey Deuel here. Well, we'll see. He's got to go up to play a 14-1-1 event up in New York. I think they're playing Make It Happen or something. Look at this shot. Okay, that'll work. If she can pocket this 5 ball, I'm not sure. Other than that, you know, I don't have it. There's not many pros around here right now.
Freddie going to be around?
You know, I totally did not even think about Freddie. I should definitely get a hold. If you're out there, corner man, somebody get a hold of corner man and ask him if he's going to come be out here, please.
I'm
I'll
sure
get a hold of
I'm
him.
sure you'll have no shortage of
Oh yeah, once the men's
players
event.
wanting to volunteer some time, of course.
I always get to usually do it solo, but this past 2 years you've been doing the women's event with me, so that's good. That's your voice.
It's my phone.
Oh, is that making some kind of?
You're hearing the delay on my phone.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to keep up with the Facebook comments. My
Oh, okay.
computer restarted, so.
Are they throwing them hearts and stuff across the screen? Do they still do that or no? Remember they had all them likes and flying across the screen?
Yeah.
I didn't see any of that going on.
There goes one
Oh,
for
okay,
you.
thank
There
you.
you go.
All right, good.
Somebody hit that like button for Alvin. He needs a little
There
pick me
we
up.
go.
Oh no, you
Couple of
got 2 cries. Oh no.
Oh, brutal.
Man, you guys are brutal on old Alvin here.
That's
He's
okay.
had a tough day.
It's all right. No, I'm good. I'm good. There is no Alvin.
I thought for a while there might not be an Alvin after
Yeah,
that light came
almost.
crashing
Whoop.
down, man. I thought you were gonna lose it. Oh, look
No,
at all
it
those.
was a
Look at all the
combination.
thumbs coming
all
in
right,
for you.
thanks, folks.
You guys just lifted Alvin's
Man,
spirits.
That's it. I might
Look at
start doing
that.
this job again.
Get humanity coming to your rescue.
Yep. I also have a super top secret project coming out, Jason. I'm going to tell you about it. I'm not going to be able to tell the audience, unfortunately.
Oh, I
but
can't wait.
there's
Along with your
something
other
big
2,
time going on for pool.
other than your other 2
Other
top
ideas.
pool
Yeah.
rooms to eat in.
Yeah, and that
You're
too.
gonna share that though.
And
right?
I have a super huge announcement at the end of the tournament that's going to shock everyone.
Oh wow.
So
Better run that by corporate first before you make any big announcements.
yeah, it's
okay?
nothing that's nothing that's going to be offensive or anything like that.
All right.
Just pool related stuff.
Betty here, at the table.
Yeah, that shot's all in the feet. That shot is all in the feet, man. You really got to be dug in with your feet perfectly and really know what you're going to do before you get down on the shot. And I think she played that a little bit hard, although she needed to play it hard. I think that that was
Instagrams.
nice. Got our main man Steve Alejandro, correct?
Ooh.
Yeah, they're jumping. They're nervous. It's so tight. It's so close, man. They're getting nervous. This is the mid-match. What happens in the middle of the match? You see a lot of missing balls, and then they'll get their stuff together at the very end.
Who will be the first to go on the hill?
Normally, the person that makes the first shot, but these girls are both playing. So these ladies, excuse me, are playing so similar speed that I can't guess. Normally I can guess, but they're both playing good pool and they're making each other nervous and they're missing balls because they don't want to lose to the other one because the other one's game is, they're like, man, I'm just hypothetical on all this, but you know, that happens sometimes. You get intimidated by the other player's game and you end up missing balls, and then they get intimidated by you playing great shots. Yeah, this is a tough little shot here.
changed her mind there.
Mhm.
Nope. Changed
She
her mind
has
again.
to play it. There's no kick she can play really. She can't land behind the 8 ball, hitting on the right-hand rail here.
My buddy Rob Miller up at the
Shout
River
out,
Valley APA tuning in. What's up, Rob? Hello to Jen and Dan and all the folks back in York, Pennsylvania. You ever been through York, Pennsylvania,
Rob. Oh,
Alvin?
I'm sure I have.
Very cool area.
I'm sure I have.
They've got Amish there.
Yeah, I'm from an Amish town.
I actually got
grew
stuck behind a buggy, horse and buggy while I
Oh,
was
yeah.
in York. Yeah.
I seen them. I grew up in an Amish town called Hartville, Ohio, and there used to be a lot more Amish there. But yeah, sometimes you'll see them riding on a board, literally standing on a board, with 2 wheels on each side of the board in a horse, standing on a board. It's crazy, man. Okay, anyway, back to the match.
Kiengchay can't quite get that 8-ball to go. You got a fan there, Alvin.
Oh, she's
I
a
think
good friend of
so.
mine.
Okay.
I've known her a long time.
My boy Jeff Hayes tuning in from back in St. Louis. Jeff, one of our staff in St. Louis. You ought to see this guy work with wood. Can make you anything
Nice.
you need out of wood.
Cool.
Lots
Can he
of
make
folks
a
tuning
chessboard?
in. A chessboard? I'm sure he could make that quite easily.
Chess pieces?
Chess pieces? I bet he could. It might take him a while, but
Mm-hmm. It's the ultimate test. You
he's
can make
more of
nice
a
chess set.
saw guy than a.
Okay, all right. Ooh, she's gonna dive. She gave her some possibility of making this ball now.
Of course, this is being played at Strokers in Palm Harbor. That's probably the most popular question that we get on the comments here. Where is this? Strokers,
Yeah.
Palm Harbor, Florida.
You just hang out and a little while and you'll hear us say it again. See, she can cue all the way around this ball. Well, they're gonna round and round it goes.
The shot
This
making
is
has
it.
has kind of
That's
fallen off a
okay.
bit here, but I
That's-
think Betty is going to put an end to that here
It's all
with this
because-
8-ball.
All because they don't want to lose to the other player. I'm betting.
I'm telling you, big fan, Alvin. She's
Yeah. Now
got a big
never know.
fan here at Strokers.
Yep, it happens. Okay, so this is tough. Now she's got to draw rail, rail. I can't really see the angle. Let's see. She has no angle. She's completely straight in on this ball. So she's gonna play for a really tough 9-ball. See, she doesn't know what to do here.
All right.
She's gonna try to go. Well, she's hitting low, so she's gonna have to draw rail, rail. I bet she lands on exactly in line with the 9-ball.
Oh, she
that was
fails
a
to
very
pocket
good-
the 8-ball.
Good
so.
attempt. Very good attempt. So Kiengchay's going to give herself, going to get a 8-ball in the pocket here. They're hitting it too hard is what's going on. They're starting to hit it hard. That's a sign of being nervous.
No skill levels in play here. I know some folks asking what their skill levels are. Of course, no handicapping used at the U.S. Amateur Championship, and these tables are 9-foot tables that the event is
Oh,
played
yeah.
on.
Oh, yeah. Great tables. Brunswick's Gold Crown 3.
Kiengchay, ouch.
So Betty to the hill.
You would think.
Well, you're going to, of course, make the ball, but
She's
she's going to let her. You got to make
she's
the
gonna
ball,
ask her
don't
to
you?
shoot it.
Well, you don't concede balls at the U.S. Amateur Championship.
I
even
would
if you
never
want
concede
to.
balls,
No way.
but
Not at this tournament.
so Betty now leading 4 games to 3.
Okay.
Needs
Good
just
start.
one more to secure a victory in this 3rd round. She will have the break here in a moment.
On the hill with the break. Playing 9-ball. That is, well, the way they're hitting them a little hard, you know, it's going to be a tough rack. But maybe she'll cruise through it, get a great great layout and be able to run out and win, or hopefully then if not, Kiengchay can bring it hill. We'll see.
Got a nice midday audience going on
Good.
here, Alvin.
What are we doing? I haven't
About
even looked at that.
450
Okay,
folks tuning
nice.
in,
I like that.
listening to the sweet sounds of Alvin Nelson here at Strokers
Jason
Palm
Bowman.
Harbor.
To my right-hand side here. Going to be with you all day today into the evening.
Today, tomorrow,
The next day,
all
the
the way
next day.
through Sunday.
What day is it today?
It's just Wednesday. It's day one.
Okay, great. I love it. I'm
Day
happy.
1 of 5.
I'm happy. I wish it was the 1,000-day tournament.
I think Betty took a quick break. So while we have a break, we'll remind you if you're interested in participating in the 2018 U.S. Amateur Championship,
Yeah.
you can go to our website, usamateurchampionship.com, and
You
sign up.
better.
Register for the preliminary rounds.
You
Of course, you
better.
have to qualify in the preliminary round to advance here to the championship rounds.
You better. Okay.
If you're wanting to follow along at home, you can check out the CompuSport app available through our website, or you'll see a link to it there on our Facebook page. Follow your favorite player. The ladies taking just a quick break to hit the bathroom.
Get some water or something.
So Alvin, while we got a moment, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about the treasure hunting. Let's tell the audience about the treasure hunting.
Okay, I can't. I'm a professional treasure hunter now. I search for gold from the Spanish fleet that wrecked off the east coast of Florida, and I've only been officially moved into Florida for 2 weeks though, so I'm just now scouting the areas where I'm gonna to go. But I've been metal detecting a while, you know. But not down here. I found silver dime. What?
Thank you.
Oh, I'm good, thank you. Harley, great staff here. Found buffalo nickels, silver dimes. I found a diamond ring, a small diamond ring with platinum, and that's like a $350 ring. If I pawned it. So, but yeah, the 11 ships wrecked off the coast of Florida near Vero Beach, and they were loaded full of gold and silver. And
Alright.
there's 200 billion still in the ocean.
Okay.
That's what's estimated. 10 minutes for me, so that's
there
what
you
I'm doing.
go,
So you're going to
folks.
show up and go
Alvin's
treasure
going to be
hunting with
treasure hunting after USAM, and we're
me.
back.
Oh yeah, that's all I'm going to be doing.
Ladies are back in action with Betty's break.
Scuba. All right. Yeah, she has no shot on the one. She can very lightly feather this ball and try to play a safety here.
Roy Martin wants to know what kind of metal detector you use.
I use a Fisher 1280X Aquanaut with a 10-inch coil. It's not the...
That sounds legit. I wouldn't know
Mhm.
if it was fake or not. You could have just made that
Fisher.
up.
I got it out in the truck. I'll show it to you. And
Kiengchay
you'll
back
walk
at the
ar-
table.
you'll
There
walk
you go.
around with ounce coins of silver in your pocket, buddy.
This.
So, Silver Eagles. We'll get you some of them, buddy.
Betty Lee at the table, and again, Betty's now
This is
on the
tough.
hill. This could be the final game.
This is tough. Very touchy, very nice shot. It's so easy to have that ball roll too far. It's tough to hit this ball for Kiengchay, really. She's got to play the angle to go past that 6 to hit the 1. She may just hop over this ball. There she goes. She's going to hop over the ball. I like her little setup there. She should make this nice. Great shot. Unfortunately, she didn't get a shot on the 2, though. 2's hanging in the middle of the table, which is not good. So she's going to keep that jump cue in her hand. And I guess try to pop this 2 ball in the top left, same pocket she put the 1 in. It's a makeable shot. It just depends on where she lands.
Close.
Very close. She's a good jumper.
Yeah, very comfortable with the jump shots.
I mean, even the pros don't make that shot, but 1 out of 5 times. 4 or 5 times. That 7 ball is going to end up being a very big part of this rack if they don't get that ball broken out of there. All right, Freddie, man. Freddie's an awesome chef here. Just walked by.
Freddie of the Freddie Shrimp.
Oh, yeah. Got to get you some Freddie shrimp. You don't eat the food here anymore, though, do you?
Oh, yeah.
You go out
Had a
all the
burger
time,
today.
right? Oh, you
Just had
did?
a
Good,
burger
good,
today,
good,
yeah.
good.
I mean, after
a couple
several days,
days,
I can only eat,
yeah, you
so
start
much
going
shrimp.
out.
I got to eat something else.
Yeah, you start
And
going
I
out.
like the public subs. So.
Oh, yeah. And you like going out with your buddies, too, with Bill and all them. Okay. This is tough. This is tough. She's going to have to go to the top rail down into this ball. What is she doing here? We'll see. Oh, she could make it easy. Nice. Yeah, we don't. I'll have a better angle on this table next round, but she set herself up for a jump shot. That's not good.
Kiengchay trying to keep this match alive, needs a victory in this game. She's trailing 4 games to 3 to Betty. Opts for another jump shot.
I've been painting too, Jason. See, here's a painting I'm working on.
Very
Portrait
nice.
painting. So that's what I've been doing down in Florida, just enjoying myself. Treasure hunting, a little painting,
Treasure hunting,
exercise.
painting, man. You got it
Yeah,
made.
Pool. I'm setting up. Brad Shearer's down here. He's a funny player. You know him, Brad Shearer? You remember him, don't you? With the glasses. He kind of looks like
Name sounds familiar, but
anyway, he's a great little player from North Carolina. He moved down here, so we'll be doing some streams and some stuff out of some of the rooms in Melbourne. So I'm going to slowly do some more streams, but mostly scuba diving and beach stuff.
it's quite the life, man.
Tough.
You
tough
lead quite the
action.
nomadic existence, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm set up. I've got a great house, a swimming pool, the whole deal, man. I'm getting real lucky.
So you're
So-
staying now.
Oh, yeah, I'm
This is
permanent
it.
Floridian.
Okay.
I'm done with the cold.
All right, Kiengchay.
See that mess at the bottom of the table? It's anybody's game here. We'll see if she can come down here with she can come with some great shot and break all these balls out off this shot, which is possible. See, you got to keep going at the clusters. You got to keep, even if you're making a ball, you got to get them things out of there. Get them broken apart. Yep. Oh, she was lining up on the 5-6 combo, then play the 5, then the 8, all in the same pocket. That was a smart play if she would have made the ball. But sometimes when you're playing so much spin on the ball, it messes up just making the shot. Trying to do too much with the cue ball is what that's called. But this is no gimme for Kiengchay for sure. She has to jump again. Jump and jump again. But it's a makeable ball. She lands right after if she lands the ball right after the 9, it'll roll. Nope, didn't land till halfway across the table. Okay.
You have ball in hand now,
Yep.
Betty.
Now Betty can get to that point where she wanted to be on that 5-6 combo from this shot, maybe. No, the ball's not really where on the right side of the table. Oh, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Very nice shot. Very nice shot. That's a past U.S. amateur champion level shot there. It's great. See how she's looking at everything.
She's a fun player to watch.
She's a great little player here. Remember I said when at the end of the rack they'll start playing real good. She's cueing far away from that cue ball. That's not good. Unfortunately, the more nervous you get, it amplifies too. Yep, that's. Get this out of here.
I'm going to bring Kiengchay back to the table. A lot of folks referring to Kiengchay as Kitty.
Kitty, okay.
Well, I'm assuming Kitty is Kiengchay and not Betty.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I
See
mean,
lots of Go Kitty on here.
Is that her nickname?
I'm
or
assuming
I wouldn't
so.
We'll just call her Kiengchay.
Yeah.
I've never been introduced to her, so I don't want to. That's a nice shot there. That's a really nice little shot there she played. She did give a little bit of a window.
She's been tough here, too. I give her credit
Yeah.
for somebody that we've not seen in the U.S. Amateur Championship before. Kiengchay has been impressive.
Betty's just going to try to barely touch this ball. Went too far. It's so hard to control that speed, too. Man, that was a noble effort.
Score is currently 4-3 in favor of Betty Lee. This is a race to 5.
I guess we could use our other camera.
You're seeing Kiengchay at the table. Nice cut there. Kiengchay is known as Kitty.
Okay.
Also as Kitty
Okay.
is a nickname. So.
Okay, Kitty. Wonderful. That makes it so much easier. I like her form. I like how she stays down on the ball, too. Everybody that knows this show knows I love the follow through.
She certainly doesn't seem overwhelmed by the situation. You know, I mean, she's a very calm player. Been impressed with her.
Yeah, I can't remember which female player she reminds me of. I'll let you know. Her form looks very familiar. She moves a little bit on that one. That's going to cost her the match. That little bit of head movement, I think. Because this is a really makeable shot, and she's on the right side of the ball.
Betty Lee back at the table here. The chance to put this match away.
See if she can come with it on this shot. Oh, I thought she had to cut it. I didn't realize she had an angle on it there. Nice. Good. I thought it might have been a little too high to cut in, but hey, that makes it very possible. Kind of roll this ball. She's on the 50-yard line.
Wow.
What's that?
We'll finish up this match, and I'll give you the update that
Okay.
Bill just gave me, but it sounds like
Some
one of the
changes.
favorites here has been eliminated.
Wow.
We'll cover that here in a second.
Okay.
Let Betty take a shot on the 9-ball here.
Might want to get this out of here for a while, too, until tomorrow. There we go. She's got a tough shot, man. I don't know about this. She's going to have to bank this ball. I don't cut this ball. No way. She's cutting in the side. I don't know what she's doing here. She's reverse banking it.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Hold up, hold up, hold up.
Wow.
Ooh.
Man, what a finish. What a great match.
Betty Lee, great
What a
early
great
match here.
match.
Betty Lee wins 5-3 over Kiengchay Phoutthavong.
Yeah. Kitty.
Impressive match by Kitty,
Very
though, and again,
great match, girls.
hopefully we'll see her again a little bit later in the tournament. Betty Lee, your winner there in the round 3. So before we sign off, Alvin, we should report. Looks like defending champion Robin Parker is out.
Ouch.
2 and out in this
Man,
year's women's division, defeated by Sandy McConnell 5-3. So
it goes to show
we will have a new champion one way or another this year.
It goes to show your theory. They circle the wagons.
Absolutely.
As soon as they walk in the room.
It's always tough the
it's-
second time around.
They're the
so-
big dog. They're the big fish that everybody wants to get.
So there you have it, folks. The defending champ has
right.
been eliminated. Betty Lee advances, and we're going to take a
Wunderbar.
short break, and we'll be back a little bit later with some more coverage. Stay tuned here on the APA Facebook page or YouTube channel. We'll have some more coverage soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.